Hey, this is Dan Byrne McCulloch from Hyperduck Soundworks, and today we're going to take a look through some pitch tools to help get more out of your sound effect recordings in your libraries. So we use pitch shifting and time stretching all the time. They're great ways to alter the sounds that you have, and there's a few different ways you can do it in Cubase, so I'll outline them here. Okay, first of all, if you click on a clip, I'll just play you a clip that we've got here. Nice. That's a sound effect from Monsters and Monocles. And as soon as you click on a clip, you can go up to transpose and you can drag it up or down and it'll transpose the pitch of the clip. So by semitones. So there's 3 semitones up. Nice. 6 semitones up. Great. That's kind of like different levels. You could have it going up and up. Then you can go right down if you want. Yeah, you get some kind of extreme effects whenever you transpose things way far down, and it's great. So the next thing you can do is time stretch. So the way to do that is to change your cursor to the sizing applies time stretch. You can do that up here. The other way to do that, which I would recommend, is to press the 1 number on your keypad or on your keyboard, and it'll cycle through the modes of that tool. It's a really good idea to use the keyboard to access your different tools. Once you get used to it, your life is just so much easier. So you can see there, it goes sizing applies time stretch, although the cursor's really tiny. It's because there's a 4K issue here on Cubase. But so anyway, we can stretch this out, say 50%. Let's stretch it out 100% and take a listen. So it's the same pitch, but it's a little bit grainier, but it lasts twice as long. You could do somewhere in between. And it sounds a bit better, but you do notice those kind of digital artifacts start to come in the further you stretch it. Now let's just compress it to be a lot shorter, which is kind of a cool little effect. So another thing we can do with the time stretching is to change the algorithm. If you click on a clip again and you see up here in the info bar, you can change the algorithm that it uses. So at the moment it's using this elastic time, which, as I said, is to use time stretch and you'll maintain the same pitch. But if we change it to tape, it kind of behaves more like a tape. So if you stretch it out, it's like you're slowing the tape down. So the pitch should go down with it as well, but it'll hopefully sound a bit more tape-like. So here it is before. And then if we stretch that out 50%. Yes. And then say another 50%. Let's just go extreme with it. Yeah, that's nice. So you can get really good effects with that when you use the tape mode, particularly with musical kind of effects. They work really, really well. Let's just shorten it right up again to take a listen with the tape. Super cool. Really like a old arcade game kind of sound, isn't it? Anyway, one thing to note is that when you select a clip, like here, and you've got the algorithm, you can select a different clip and change the algorithm. But if it comes from the same clip, so say all of these sounds are from one clip that I dragged into Cubase, even though I cut them up, if I change this algorithm to pitch and I go back here, it's changed all the algorithms to pitch of this one because they're all referencing the same clip. So that's a bit annoying, but this is from a different audio thing. So it's time and this one's pitch. So it's just something to be wary of. But what you can do is change the transposition if you're using this algorithm. So I could transpose this up, transpose this down. This one's already -3 and the transpose will remain, but the algorithm can't be changed. So that's just something to be wary of. Okay, lastly, we will take a look at a couple of sound effects and see how the tape mode can really help beef up some sounds or just actually get you completely new sounds out of it. So we've got a hammer sound and a kind of like an axe sound stuck together to get that. The hammer is like this, and the axe is this. So slow them both down and you'll hear the hammer. Loses a lot of the high frequency stuff, but you could probably get some of that back maybe with like more extreme EQ like that. Gets a bit of the crunch back in there, but I'll leave that off for now. And then the axe, I mean, that completely changes the sound. You've got all what sounded like a light chain is now sounding like a load of debris, which is great. So put them together. And there you go. They don't necessarily match up so great, but it just shows you how you can, mix and match your different sounds and hopefully come up with something new from sounds you already have. That to that. It might be quite hard to tell that if you didn't know. So, okay, and that's us for today. So this video is just a quick look, and there's loads of different ways to tackle the techniques. So if you have any of your own tips, please share them in the comments, and hopefully we can all benefit from each other's experience. Do let us know, and if you want to see any specific thing tackled, you can let us know. We may do some musical stuff as well if that's of interest. So yeah, hit all the buttons, hit them hard. Ooh, hang on, stretch that out. Hit them hard.
You lose.